Also, part of the reason why I haven't used them is because, oh jeez, oh, great. This is what I get for trying to take shortcuts by using my winch to increase the turning. Alright, what's up YouTube? This must be fast. Simpson 5 Game coming back to you guys in our episode of SNOWRUNNER on Season 17. Yes guys, how are y'all doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Back out here again today. Hang on, open the map. Yeah, back out here again today guys. How are y'all doing? Did I say, yeah, today's episode number 16. Yeah, did I say that? I don't know. I'm losing my memory. Yeah, and hey guys, back out here again today, you know, just doing stuff. Today, I've got a kind of a plan of things that I want to do. I don't have a very extreme plan, per se, as I would kind of describe last episode's plan. Because, yeah, last episode we did quite a lot of stuff in the form of tasks, in the form of tasks on the Valley of Falling Rocks. We did a lot of stuff. But yeah, today is going to be probably a little bit less stuff because we are going to be doing contracts, so we're not going to be doing as much tasks. If we get like 1 or 2 contracts done here, I don't know, it depends how the video goes. We may do a couple of the tasks that are on this map, because I do actually have a few trucks ready to go to do specific tasks that on this map. So, you know, we may do a couple of them. You know, we'll just have to see what happens. Yeah, I don't really know where it's gonna go. It's just, yeah, if we get it done, we get it done. You know, it's just gonna be one of those kind of episodes. Also, I'm not sure how interesting this episode is really gonna be, because at the start of this episode here, well, we're doing start of this episode, we're going to be doing business support, which is the food factory, because, yeah, I just kind of decided we'd take a little bit of a shift. We'd do this here. That's, yeah, turn, please. Come on, Plaid. Okay, Plaid, you are better than this. I know you're better than this. You don't really, I don't think you need all-wheel drive to go up here, but okay, maybe you do. Ah, there we go. Now we're moving again. PLAD, probably not the best choice for the particular style of driving we're doing here at the moment. We're going to be doing quite a bit of on-the-road driving here with it to start off, but I suppose once we go onto the Valley of Falling Rocks, which I'm going to bring this to the Valley of Falling Rocks to do another mission, you'll see why I picked it. But, yeah, starting off with business support here today, which is the food factory job, because, yeah, I decided may as well get this done. This is kind of one of the main things that they kind of posted in the, whatchamacallit, in the season trailer, or whatever you want to call it, the trailer that they put up on, like, you know, YouTube and social media and whatnot to advertise this season, building the food factory in this region. So, yeah, it's a pretty big thing, and also we do get access to a cargo zone, so, you know, may as well do it. It does unlock, I think, maybe like 1 or 2 contracts. I don't actually remember. Oh, yeah, that's bad driving on my part. Yeah, that's really bad driving on my part. Yeah, luckily this isn't too lengthy of a mission either. It is a little bit lengthy of a mission, and it is kind of a staged mission, so we do have to do things in a specific order. But, you know, other than that, it's you know, we got to do 2 metal beams here. We've got to do the 2 rolls and 6 bricks, and then we can do the industrial chiller. And there is a little bit of a special bit to this contract as well, because apparently, at least from what I've seen, we do actually have to lift the industrial chiller cargo up onto a certain point on the roof of the food factory, and then we can deliver it. We actually have to kind of put it into place, if you know what I mean, which is actually really cool. I kind of wish they'd do that a little bit more often, if I'm being honest, because it's just kind of a little cool mechanic, you know. You have to kind of it's almost like playing Roadcraft a small bit in a way. You kind of have to do a little bit of construction with it. Kind of wished, yeah, I kind of wish they did that a little bit more. But because of that, I do have the Western Star, the Western Star 6900, the XD, up here with a LK2NY. Isn't that what they're called? Lift King? Yeah, we're one of the big cranes on it, so we should be pretty good to go with that, anyways. And we round the bend, and there's the food factory. So yeah, it's not too long of a drive really, and very very simple drive at that. I don't know why I kept so much of that trip in. It's not going to be interesting at all. But there's our crane as well, ready to go. So, deliver the, what's it? 2 beams. Oh, there's actually a bit of a building animation for this. Oh, nice. Okay. It's been a while since we actually seen a good little bit of building animation. Yeah, it just seems to be something that they don't do as often anymore. Is it? Oh, I thought there was... I thought it wanted me to deliver the rolls over somewhere over there. No, never mind. Still right here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, and now the bricks. The bricks are actually going to be the hardest part of this little job here, because well, we have to go all the way to the valley for them, which is annoying. But I do have a plan here. And here is the plan. This is the International Paystar 5600 TS. For those of you that don't know, which, you know, I feel like most people would know, this truck's been in here for a while. And we're going to use it to pick up the bricks here from the railway station, warehouse, sorry, and bring it down through the tunnel here. We're going to go over to Zurdanian Valley. We'll come out this tunnel here. We can drive up through the other railway station, and up through here we'll probably need to stop at the fuel station, assuming we actually make it that far, because we're using this truck, and then we can deliver the bricks up to here. Quite nice and simple. I should be able to double stack the bricks on the Paystar here because of its 3-slot bed, so I do think we'll be able to fit the 6 on here. But before we actually do that, we are going to complete towing the tractor, which is a very, very, very simple mission, but a really cool one nonetheless. This is just one of those. This mission and also the business support mission, if I'm being honest, have some really cool features that I just wish that they would add to more things in this game. Like, ignoring the train just here for the moment, like I said, the building animations and also the lifting cargo into position in the business support mission are just brilliant. Those are cool features, all right? They just are. Just having a little building animation and lifting your cargo up into a position where you can deliver it, that's just cool, okay? It's just has a little bit more depth to it, you know? Rather than just showing up and then the cargo just disappears off the back of your truck. Oh, okay. We are actually going to refuel. Actually, can we not refuel? I have the attach right here for a reason. Let me refuel. Refuel. There we go. Most of the way. Yeah, that's good enough. Alright, turn on beacons. Attach. Oh, yes. Oh, that's pulling us back. Okay, diff lock. Come on. Come on, Paystar. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's making the little noises as well. It's trundling along. Oh, I love that. Oh, man, it's been so long since I played Season 3. This is just the coolest thing ever. I don't care. I don't care. Forget what I said about the business support mission. This is just one of the cool. This is the coolest thing that they ever added to this game. I swear, it just is. Look at it trundling along. Oh, that's so cool. We do have to be careful here, though. I do remember back when I played, Season 3. Back when I first played Season 3, the first time I attempted to tow the train to the railway station on I forget the name of the map. on the second map on Season 3. The first time I tried to actually do the mission, I actually derailed the train. It is actually possible to derail it, which is actually really funny. It would be pretty funny to derail it now, but I feel like I'd have to basically try and pull it over, because this track is actually pretty good quality here. There was the reason why I derailed the train in the in Season 3 is because there was a specific point on the track that kind of had kind of a bit of a swamp area on both sides of it, and the track had like a big kink in it. So yeah, that's the reason why I accidentally derailed it. This thing's rolling along very well here, isn't it? Oh geez, I've gotten stuck. The train just bumped us. Oh yeah. It's getting a little bit. I'm guessing it's getting a little bit caught on that set of points there. Oh, please don't derail or anything. Oh geez, we're going over with this thing. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We're good. We're good. We're good. I don't know. This just feels right. This just feels so cool, honestly. Getting to do this again, with the Paystar. This is just mad Season 3 vibes. I love this. This is just the best. It just is. I honestly really hope that the train doesn't disappear when we get up here to the station. I kind of hope it just kind of leaves it. I really hope it doesn't disappear. Okay. Oh geez, it might not even clear that platform. Oh no, never mind, it does. Okay. Alright, slow it down. Slow it down. Please don't disappear. No! No! Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Towing the tractor. Well done. The engine made it safely to its destination. No vehicles were overturned. And I'm glad to see your car's frame is still in one piece. That's a good rig you've got. A powerful one. Here's your reward. So 330 XP and 2,350 cash. So yeah, that was a very simple mission and a very poorly paid one, to say the least. I mean, all we did was drive a couple hundred meters with it, so I suppose I can't complain too much. But yeah, a very short mission, but a very well welcomed one nonetheless. That just seeing that kind of brought back, that's just, yeah, that just makes me happy. Just seeing that game mechanic being brought back, even if it was just for like 5 minutes of my time. It's too bad that they didn't decide to do like another thing where you could pull the train back and, you know, load it up, and then it would and then like fix a bridge or fix some kind of rock slide, and then it would like drive off down the train line. That would be really cool. Which technically speaking they could have done, because we have a bunch of train line related jobs here to do. Like, we actually have to clear a few rock slides and put down new track. So I don't know why they wouldn't have done that. That would just be... Why couldn't they have done that? That would have been so cool. Oh well, whatever. So I do think I will actually... fast forward my way over to... the food factory on Zurdanian Valley here with all these bricks, because it's probably going to... There's a good chance I'm going to run out of fuel, and I'm going to have to go get a fuel truck anyways, so it may as well just kind of save the pain of me having to do that a little bit. I don't know. I don't know here, guys. I'll see you guys here in a minute. right, guys, and here we are. I actually made it without running out of fuel. I'm pretty surprised, if I'm being honest. Well, I'm not really at the same time, though. The reason why I was able to make it mostly was because I didn't use all-wheel drive. Well, or at least I tried my best to not use all-wheel drive as best as I could, and then just mostly use diff lock. And, in this truck, it's actually pretty manageable to not use all-wheel drive, especially when you don't have a trailer. So, you can it's definitely possible. That's what I'm saying, to get some range out of this truck. All right, but there we go. Ooh, ooh, and yeah, that looks like our little delivery zone there that I was talking about. That we have to lift, this industrial chiller up to. I suppose we'll get the 6900 here, just kind of parked up and into position here for this. Turn on our headlights, and let me just see. I know if I go to this, it's probably just going to say 0 cargo available, isn't it? No cargo in the zone. Manual loading is required. Okay, so that's cool. I love that. That's just I love that. That's really cool. All right, I'll just wanna park. I'm just gonna park this a small bit here. Yeah. Make sure we have enough space for the outriggers, All right, and we're gonna hop all the way down here to what the hell is this place called? The city storage, and get ourselves one of these bad boys. One of these bad boys. Oh yeah. I need to get a look at this. Debreeze. I thought I was gonna say debreezer for some reason. Debreeze. Oh yeah. That is the new. Well, I mean, technically speaking, this new cargo is like, well, a couple months old at this point, considering how long I've been playing this season for. But it's new to me. It's the first time I've delivered it. Yeah. This thing has some pretty nice detail on it, though. Like, it really does. Anyways, I also brought out the Western Star 57X here to transport it with the heavy 6-slot trailer here. Because, this is our only really a real option, if I'm being honest, for transporting this cargo, which is kind of crazy that we have a cargo in the game now that you only have like one way of transporting it. But like, I suppose that's not true. There is technically 2 ways of transporting this. The second way being to use the 8 slots high saddle semi trailer, but that thing, like this 6-slot trailer is pretty impractical on smaller trucks, like for example this thing. But the 8-slot saddle semi trailer, I would say, is impractical on pretty much everything. I do not like to have to use that trailer. I hate it. It's so terrible to use. And I mean, it is fun to use as a special semi-trailer because there are a couple of special objective semi-trailers that use that kind of base or platform. Like the I don't know what are they called. One of them is called oil tank or something like that. One of them is the rocket for the for a moor. And there are a couple of instances where it is fun to use, but for transporting kind of standard cargo, it's just really it's really not practical. it just isn't. You can't convince me that you can't convince me that it's a good option. It's too big to go to most places, and when you're doing the special heavy, when you're using it in one of those special mission trailers, it does work, but that's most of the time because those mission trailers, you know, kind of put in a place that, you know, they're designed so that you can actually bring them to said place, you know. They're not going to be, you're not going to be bringing that thing up and down the mountains in like this region, because yeah, there's some really narrow trails on this mountain, or in this region. You wouldn't be taking that 8-slot trailer up there. I'm just ranting now, aren't I? That thing turned. I was talking a bit of sense there at the start, but now I'm just ranting. I'm sorry. I really am. Oh, jeez. Ah. Turn. There we go. But yeah, part of the reason why I decided to use the 57X to do this, anyways, if you want to know why I decided to use this truck, is because, well, I was thinking to myself, we're going to have to bring another truck as a crane, so there's no point in having a crane on the transport truck. You know, I mean, it could help for future missions if we use this to do anything else, which we might. We'll see here. But yeah, mostly because you know, in the save screen for this region, the Zurdanian Valley, you can see the Ford CLT 9000 transporting this thing with this 6-slot heavy semi-trailer. But you know, I was thinking to myself, yeah, that could be cool. I would actually kind of like to do it with the Ford CLT, but I ended up deciding against that because the Ford CLT 9000, yeah, it's a good truck, but and it would definitely be able to do this transport, because I'm pretty sure any truck would be able to do this transport, but I just didn't really want to have to deal with its kind of softer suspension, and also it's not the most powerful vehicle either, and there is a pretty big whatchamacallit, there's a pretty big hill that we have to drive up here. We did yeah, we were on it there with the when we were in the PLAD 450. It's coming up here in just a minute. There is a pretty big hill up here, so that the Ford CLT would possibly stall out on, because it's not that very powerful of a truck. This thing, on the other hand, I don't know how much does the 2850 TC make. How much torque is it? I forget. I think it's like 210,000 torque. I honestly don't remember. But yeah, this thing on the other hand, it should definitely be able to. Yeah, this is the hill here. Even though we don't have diff lock on this thing, which diff lock would actually be quite nice, but all-wheel drive and the off-road tires should get us up it. If not, we can do a little bit of winching. It should work. It should being a keyword. Yeah. Okay, yeah, geez, it didn't even break a sweat there, really. I mean, I probably should have turned off the all-wheel drive, forced all the power to the rear wheels. That way we get a little bit more, traction going up that. But no, that worked really well. Did not even break a sweat. I'm actually quite impressed by that. Ooh. Oh. That was, oh. Yeah, that was my mistake. My mistake. And if we round the corner there, yeah, there's the food factory. Alright, nice. Yeah, geez, this mission actually took no length of time, if I'm being honest. It took a lot less time than I thought it would. Yeah, geez, like, we're not even... How far are we into the video? I've only been recording for 40 minutes. Geez, this took no amount of time. Well, that is mostly because I did have most of the truck set up, but still, that took no length of time. I thought that was going to take longer. I don't know why. I just did. I just thought that would take much longer. Okay, well, if we just pull up here, right next to the crane here, and we'll load this thing up here. I might switch it to day just so we can see a little bit better here. All right, we'll unpack that. Change truck. Crane mode. There we go. Up we go. Oh yeah, I'm just now after realizing as well. This thing has this big yellow, what's it? Carrier bracket on it for lifting it, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to lift that, but it already lifted. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this thing mustn't be terribly heavy or anything like that, because it's lifting very well. I mean, then again, I suppose it does have to live on a roof, so you couldn't be putting something that was too heavy onto your roof. So it'd have to be light enough, wouldn't it? Wait a second, does this thing have fork spots? Could we have used the Caterpillar TH? No, there's no way we could have used the Caterpillar for this. But it does have fork spots. Why does it have fork spots? Oh, whatever. Honestly, the one thing that does kind of annoy me a small bit is the fact that we still have this thing in SNOWRUNNER where the crane's only attached to the cargo with one point with one like winch wire. It still seems very stupid to me. I feel like they should have fixed that a while ago, or done something to change it. You know, it's just a little bit stupid, if I'm being honest. But all right, there we go. That's up there. Not too bad at all. I hope I have it facing the right way. We'll see here when we stick it in. All right, here we go. Oh, oh, that was right. Okay. And we actually must have gotten it extremely close because I didn't see it move that much. Okay, that's cool. Okay, business support, great job. Thanks to you, the factory has everything it needs now, and construction is continuing without delay. We really appreciate your support in our business endeavors. Your reward is ready. So that was 2,960 XP and 28,600 cash. So it's quite a bit for that, if I'm being honest. Yeah, and we didn't even... Yeah, it felt like a really short job, if I'm being honest. I feel like they could have charged us less, or they could have given us less to do that. But oh well. I'll take it anyways. And yeah, now we actually have that new storage zone as well, which actually, yeah, let me just drive the, I'll drive the Paystar into it here. Yeah, and this thing gives us the freezer. Oh, nice. Okay, so we got we got the Deliveries logo on here again. And that is actually a refrigerated container, I guess. Yeah. Which, yeah, well, it's a freezer container. I guess, yeah, it's just a portable freezer built out of a container. Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I can see this being... Yeah, that's pretty cool. I suppose they just kind of took the standard container model and then just added this detail to the back, but still, it's pretty cool, honestly. It's got thermal runner on the back of it. It's definitely not a knockoff of Thermo King or anything. Couldn't be. Okay. But yeah, now that we've got that done, honestly, I think we're just gonna do some tasks here on on Zurdanian Valley here because yeah, I think we'll just do some simple stuff here to finish up the episode. We'll have to do a couple of things here because I still got plenty of time. Okay. So we'll start by doing, let's say, I know which one we're going to do first. We're going to do this one, fuel and chill. Pretty simple, fuel barrel and a freezer. So yeah, we already have the freezer. Let's just go deliver it. I suppose I will fast forward this though because yeah, we are just going to be driving on the same bit of road that we just drove on. So yeah. And also, speaking of fast forwarding, I'm also going to fast forward me doing, which one is it? A fuel workaround. This one. We actually started this one a couple of episodes ago. Essentially, when I was passing through here, I just decided I'd drop off a cargo container because I had extra space on my trailer. So yeah. We still need to deliver another cargo container and another oversized cargo, so that's 6 slots of cargo. So if we drive up there with the Western Star 57X up to the railway station here, and then just drive around on the main road again, we can get that one done nice, quick, simple, and fast, you know? And yeah, we also have to go up to here for a fuel barrel. I'm just going to fast forward all this, okay? Because it's just going to be me driving along the main road. and yeah, it's just easier to fast forward this. Yeah, I'll see you guys here in a second. Alright guys, and here we are with the cargo containers. I'm just going to, I've done that a couple of times now. I've tried winching to poles there whilst I'm driving past them, just to drive around corners a little faster, but you know, just to get a little bit more steering going, but it hasn't been working for me in this thing. It just hasn't. But yeah, I'm just stopping the time lapse there just so we can finish the mission, finish this mission. Which one is it? It's this one. There we go. Bop, bop. Okay, very nice. A fuel workaround, excellent. We've received the containers despite the issues with the tracks. The plant is running again. Thanks for your quick work. The reward is yours. So that's 1100 XP and 8,350 cash for that. So, yeah, not terrible. It's all right, I think, for that. Okay. I'm gonna continue on the time lapse here, and we'll get the other mission finished up here. It's just literally one fuel up to the what is it? The grocery warehouse? I think that's what it calls it. Let me see. This one. No, storage garage. I swear it called it grocery something in one of the in one of the other missions. I could be wrong about that though. Yeah, it did. I knew it did. Thought it was. Oh jeez, I thought it was. Guys, here we are. Oh, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Racked up quite a lot of engine damage there by accident. Ah, whatever. Okay, and that's done. So fuel and chill. Honestly, we wouldn't have managed without you, but now we have the fuel and the storage is in perfect order. Thanks from the whole team. This reward is well deserved. So 770 XP for that and 7,350 cash. So yeah, once again, nothing too crazy with that. Simple enough. Okay, let's see what we'll do next. Alright, there we go. Yeah, so we're ready to go here to do a couple of tasks here. We're going to use this guy. I've been wanting to break this fella out with his custom sideboard here. So yeah, this will be pretty fun. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to use this thing as a, you know, it's kind of a small, light little hauler here, which is kind of what it's intended for. You know, I wanted to try and use it in this sort of sense here, see how stable it is, especially with its standard tires. I wanted to, you know, bring this out for a little bit of a test, here. So we'll see how it does. Obviously, it's not really my preferred choice when it comes to a 2-slot type setup, mostly just because it can't have a crane. The fact that this thing can't have a crane is just a major turn away for me. It just is. But you know, this thing, it by itself it's an amazing little off-road truck. It really does just rip through mud. Partially due to its tires, and also partially due to its ghost frame. You know, it doesn't have very good collision mapping or anything like that, so that allows it to be a little bit ahead of some of the other trucks in the game. But you know, that's just kind of the way the DLC trucks of recent have been anyways. So yeah, that's just kind of the deal with this thing. But anyways, what we're going to be doing here, we're kind of going to be doing a little bit of a jumble of mess or something. I don't know what you would call it here. But one of these consumables is going down to a house in the town here of whatever the hell it's called. I forget. What does the sign say? Like tavern or something like that? Something like that. It's going down here for a job called farm deliveries. Now, the farm deliveries job also has 2 other things that need to be delivered. Hang on, I'll just pull it up. Here it is. First house and second house here need service spares. Now, we can get service spares, but of course we're still loaded. There's where the consumable has to go. That's where we're going now. We're still loaded. We'll still be loaded with the second consumable on the bed here. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to deliver the service spares with the Mercedes-Benz Actros, the 3332, which we still have sitting down here in the service hub since I think like the Mercedes episode, or the episode after the Mercedes episode. We've had it sitting down here for a while. Same with the Zetros. The Zetros has been sitting up kind of outside the garage sort of area at that one little junction since about then as well. Like, yeah, I've just kind of really just left them just sitting around doing absolutely nothing. I mean, like, we could have used them. We really could have. They're 2 really good trucks. I've just kind of forgotten about them. Also, part of the reason why I haven't used them is because... Oh, jeez. Oh! Great. This is what I get for trying to take shortcuts by using my winch to increase the turning... Increase the turn angle of... or the turning radius of a truck. This is what I get for trying to take shortcuts. Great. Just great. Oh well, we have the Mercedes down here anyways. I knew I was going to use it for something. This was what I was talking about. I was leaving them around, thinking to myself, hey, I might use them for something if I leave them here. Alright, pull it around. Oh, okay, we lost the cargo. It's great. Pull it down. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. Could be worse. Could be worse. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna load one of those up into the Actros' bed here, and just deliver it with the Actros, just because it'd be easier at the moment. Pack the cargo. Very nice. Reverse. Oh. Yeah, do not flip, whatever that... I don't need to do that again. Drive down here. Consumable. Nice. Okay. And now I'm going to load the fuel barrels up and the other consumable that's still there onto the RX. And yeah, I'm going to drive these 2 things back up to the road before I flip them. Alright guys, we're back up here on the main road. Get these service spares delivered here. Should be simple enough. I think we just... actually, never mind. I don't have to drive in here. Where do we drive? Do we drive... That looks... Yeah, that looks like where we need to go. just about fitting underneath that. What is that, a water pipe? Probably not. Still, why do they have a pipe like that? It doesn't, that seems a bit strange. Okay, whatever. One service spare there. Not too bad. I'm going to have to reverse out of here though. Yeah, because I can't turn around. Okay. Just do it kind of slowly, get it straightened out. Yeah. Yeah. Don't get it caught or stuck on something. That'd be very annoying to have to fix. Oh yeah. Nice. Very nice. Smooth. Alright, and then we can just drive over here. Just to drive over the little bridge. The little bridge that we had to use to get into the town when we didn't have the other bits fixed. Yeah, and just drive up here to this this little cabin. Yeah. Not too bad, I guess. Not too bad at all. And one there. Hey! Farm deliveries. Here's something else. The orders are delivered. The farmer's happy, and all is well in the world. Please enjoy your reward for the skillful help. So that is 960 XP and 10,750 cash. A lot of money for that. Yeah, a lot of money for that, I feel like. Okay. And then I think the final job we're going to do here today, which, yeah, I think it is going to be, because I want to try and get this video edited. It's going to be, where is it? Supporting the Outposts. We'll go ahead and do this. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we might do one more thing after here. There is like a contest that we could do. I don't know. I think this is going to be the last thing that we do, though. Yeah, supporting the Outposts here. So first we just have to go up to the Northern Watchtower here with the consumables and the one fuel, and then we have to go to the Central Watchtower with a whatchamacallit, just another consumable, and that's that. Done. But yeah, that's yeah. Anyways, how are you guys doing today? Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all having fun. Hope you're all still playing SNOWRUNNER, and hope everything's going well in life for you and stuff like that. Hope nothing bad is happening or anything, you know, too stupid. Yeah, and I don't know what is there in SNOWRUNNER news. I'm kind of a week behind, because last week I recorded one of my videos in advance. I recorded episode 15 in advance, so I did talk a little bit about season 18 type stuff in that video, but I know some of it was outdated, some of the information that I was talking about, because they updated the PTS and they changed a couple of things. But I think the only things, where's this road? I know there's a road up here. Where is it? No, I haven't driven past it. Okay, I was thinking I might have driven past it, but it's fine. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, because I know they did change and update some things. They didn't update many things, I don't think, but they did update one of the big things that I had been annoyed about in the last episode, and that was the Kenworth 963 and its outrageous 50% fuel penalty, fuel all-wheel drive penalty that they gave it, which I just thought was a bit crazy. Personally, I didn't feel like that was right. I didn't feel that the Kenworth 963 really deserved that kind of treatment or needed it. Obviously, they do this kind of thing called game balancing, as they so call it. Try and make it so that there's no one truck that's too good or too overpowerful, but or too overpowered, you know, that kind of way, which is a good thing. But the Kenworth 963, at least in my opinion, it doesn't need it, because yes, it has a brilliant amount of add-on variety, and it's very powerful, and it's got a very high saddle height, so it works very well with heavy trailers. But like, it does have, and it also has one of the biggest fuel tanks in the game. It has loads of big upsides to it. But are some pretty big drawbacks to it in some cases as well, especially in some cases, with the fact that it is so big that, you know, it doesn't really work that well on all roads, especially not on roads like this, for example. It is very wide, and that does keep it very stable, but it's also very heavy. So even though it's quite powerful, it is a very powerful truck, but it's extremely heavy. So it's actually got it's got a terrible power to weight, and for that reason, it's actually very bad at doing hill climbs. So, you know, I feel like that thing already had enough kind of downsides to make its upsides, you know, even out. But yeah, they did actually kind of fix that a small bit on the PTS, so it's only going to have a 10% all-wheel drive penalty on it now, so that's manageable. You know, originally it was a 0% all-wheel drive, and then when they did it in the PTS there, originally they gave it a 50% all-wheel drive penalty. But like before any of this, it had a 0% all-wheel drive penalty, so you didn't get a fuel penalty for having all-wheel drive on, which was great in that truck. Alright, there we go. So now I just need to go down. We're gonna grab we're grabbing the consumables off the back of the White Western Star here. We'll grab one of them and go over to this guy. Yeah. Okay. Alright then, there we go. And then I think what's it? Yeah, so they fixed that thing with the Kenworth 963, which I'm happy about. And then they also fixed another kind of stupid debuff that they sort of did. That was on the FLD 120, which what they did with that thing was they made it so that you could either have fuel or repair points, you know, when you were you know, choosing what sort of roof rack type add-on to have on that truck. Which, to clear a little bit to clear things a little bit on that, the FLD 120 has two kind of modules. They're not roof racks as such. One of them's a shield with an overhead kind of rack on it. It's kind of like a big logging shield type thing with an overhead rack on it. That's what one of the add-ons is. And then the other one is the sleeper cab, which the sleeper cab also kind of functions as a repair and refuel type add-on. So what they decided was, in the PTS for some reason, is that one of them, I believe they gave the fuel to the sleeper cab, and they gave the repair points to the shield yoke, and they just had it so you can either have the repairs or you can have the or you can have the refuel. You can't have both. And I don't think there was any spare tires. Actually, there might have been spare tires in the shield. But yeah, that was kind of another weird one. I don't know why they did that, but I think they've reverted that. So yeah, the boat add-ons, boat share, repair, and fuel now. So yeah, I don't know why they did that. That just kind of seemed that was a really weird. That one was even stranger to me, if I'm being honest. But I mean, it's not like the FLD particularly needs extra fuel or extra repairs. You know, if you drive it carefully enough and you know, just don't damage it, the thing has plenty of range in it without any spare fuel, I think, anyways. It's definitely better than a base game truck for range, especially if you're comparing it to you know, sort of heavy duty base game trucks. It definitely supersedes them even without having you know, repair or fuel points or anything like that. So, you know, in my own mind, you know, it was one of those things that really didn't make sense, but at the same time I probably wouldn't have cared too much. And then another thing, actually, this isn't something that they fixed, but this is just something that they added in the PTS, but it's a really cool thing. They gave the 2900 TTA engine to the International HX520, which previously, I think the 2900 TTA was only in the Caterpillar CT681, but they've given it to the International HX now, which is brilliant because that thing, it's just a really good engine. It's really efficient, and it's got quite a decent power bump, I believe, over the 2700T, and it's actually more efficient than the 2700T as well. So yeah, that's really cool. Okay, so Consumable. There we go. Supporting the Outposts, great job. Everything needed has been delivered to the towers, so our men are all set and back in action. Thanks for your reliability. We'd have been in a tight spot without you. Your reward has been transferred. So 1300 XP and 14,650 cash. So not too bad for that as well. That was pretty well paid. But then again, it didn't seem like that much work to me, but I did have a couple of things, kind of set up. Like I had the trailer load of consumables just kind of sitting down here and waiting. So, there's layers to it, I feel like, at this point. But yeah, you know what, guys? That's gonna do us here for today's episode. I could do maybe one more job, but I think I'm just gonna finish up, do a little bit of a shorter episode. It probably won't turn out to be that much shorter, but I just want to kind of get it edited and get the video edited and get it out. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next one. Goodbye.